In this video, we're going to look at how you can make your chatbot give reply options to the user. To do that, we're going to return to this idea of IDs, and in an earlier video, I said this idea of a bot / would become important. And we're going to be looking at things which have an ID like the second one here. So I want you to pause the video, think about if we've got two different steps which have these two IDs, how might those two objects be related? In terms of what they represent, the idea here is going to be that this one, bot asks for cooperation, is going to be a bot. The question is going to be something like, are you going to cooperate with me, you puny human? And the options, we're going to bundle them together. And this is going to represent the options, which might be something like, yes, please don't hurt me, or never, I will fight for humanity until the end. So that's how those two are going to be related. And we're going to look at how we can program that now. So we're returning here to Bizarretron, who's here to conquer humanity. He's asking if we submit. And we want the user to have two options. One is that kind of like, never, I will fight for the last. And the other is like, yes, please don't hurt me. So let's think about how we might do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add another object. I'm going to give it that ID of options, ask for cooperation. And this is going to be where I group together those different options. And so I'm going to actually give an options key here. Options is going to be a group of options. That's going to be an array. And in the array, then I'm going to use an object, which is going to have a label each one. And this one, it will be, the first one is, yes, please don't hurt me. And the other will be, never. I will fight to the last. And we want those to show up after Bizarretron has asked if we're going to submit. So how do we do that? How can I make sure that this actually shows up after this? Well, do you remember that trigger property? Trigger options, / ask for cooperation. I'm Bizarretron 2001. I'm here to conquer humanity. Do you submit? And we can see the user has those options. Yes, please don't hurt me, or never, I will fight to the last. And of course, we're heroic, so we're going to fight to the last. And now, that's how we have different options being presented to the user. So that is the start of our actual conversation. Now the chatbot says things, and we can say things back. How great is that? So, to check your learning here, here's a task. Pause and see if you can complete it. Now you've had a chance to do that, let's have an implementation. We're going to actually give Bizarretron a complete personality change. So Bizarretron is not going to ask for cooperation. Bizarretron is going to offer a joke. And so bot offer a joke. Bizarretron's message is going to be, would you like to hear a joke? And the options, so these are going to be associated options to that message. So I'm going to use options / offer a joke to show that it's related. The options will be, let's just keep it simple. Let's have a yes and a no. Or a kind of heck yes. And maybe not. Yeah. And I'm Bizarretron 3001. Would you like to hear a joke? We need to make sure we trigger those options. Trigger options / offer a joke. I'm Bizarretron 3001. Would you like to hear a joke? Heck yes! Okay, there we go. So common blockers there might be that or have a look at here, pause and see kind of like if this thing comes up, what's gone wrong there? What do you think? And the answer is that these options, they should be objects, remember, which have a label property. And so saying yes or no doesn't work. This should be an object with a label property, string yes. This is an object label property with string no. What about this one here? Have a look at that, see if you can make sense of it. What's the mistake, or how can we correct it? Let's go through this one. So this is what I actually do all the time. Where, if you remember, I spoke about the foundations. The house foundations, that's the kind of chatbot which we're feeding our script into, has been built a certain way where it insists the key you must use is options, not choices. You're offering choices to the user, but you have to do it through the key of options. And the library, the Chatbot library, which is that kind of foundational code, is very specific about that. So that's how we fix that second error. So here's how you can embed your learning from this video. You can make a chatbot, ask a question, trigger. Why not try 3 options, or 4, or even more? Why don't you experiment and see what happens? In this video, we looked at making the chatbot give different reply options to the user. The next thing we want to do in the following video is how do you respond to what the user chooses?